they do have a superstar in Nikola Vucic on the inside, and it's, how do you stop this German team? You can't stop them. You've just got to try and limit this team. How do you control Dennis Schroeder? You don't control him, you just try to limit what he can do. And I think Montenegro, with their size, can control the glass. If they can control the glass, they can control the tempo. If this goes up and down, Germany win. Germany not only win, it's an exciting game. Crowd will love some highlights, and they look like the world champions. So they've got to slow them down. If they slow them down, Montenegro are a very capable team with 5 or 6 guys who played at very, very good levels.
Yeah, and you said, you know, they have the height to maybe limit, adjust shots at the basket, pull down rebounds. Obviously, Nikola Vucevic, we're going to talk about a lot. He's the guy who's going to pull down 10 defensive rebounds for you, and he can be that sort of center defensive person. Offensively, they have experience. I mean, there's quite a few of these players who have played at a EuroBasket. They played at World Cups together.
Absolutely, and you've got guys on this roster that can play. Marko Simovic shoots 40% from the three-point line across his career. He just hasn't had a good season. He can just flat out fill it up. So they have guys, if they get the right guys the ball, they can win.
Well, win is going to be a tall order, I think, with a German team that are really bringing back a core that have been together, not just this year, but last year at the Olympics, World Cup winners in 2023. A lot of these guys were there in 2022 as well. We're going to take a quick pause for the playing of the national anthems.
We invite you to stand for the national anthem of Germany. Please remain standing for the national anthem of Montenegro.
Well, always one of the most exciting parts is the playing of the national anthems, as both staff and players now exchanging gifts. And obviously these two teams, a lot of these players know each other very, very well, have a lot of respect for each other. But talk about respect, the third team on the floor today are the referees, and you see them there. Luis Miguel Castillo from Spain, Michael Prok from Poland, and Nicolas Maistre from France will be calling today's game, as we're going to get a quick look of the starting lineups from Germany first. And let's talk about that man right there, though. You said you need to limit him. You can't slow him down,
no.
Dennis Schroeder. Like, there is no slowing that man down.
No, he has a number of paces, but all of them are quick. Well, and he starts in a backcourt that he just runs, and the team have built around him. They have enough size that gives him the chance to be that type of player. And he said yesterday at the press conference, he's been with the national team now for a long time. He's been part of this process that has taken Germany from, as he said, a team that was happy to be in the top 8 to the world champions. I remember seeing him play in the EuroBasket in 2015, and it was like, this man is now part of the furniture, he's part of it, and he leads the team.
Yeah.
And it's just an incredible career he's had national team-wise, regardless of what he's done in the NBA. But he is the heart and soul of a team that is so together, it's untrue.
I mean, talk about a leader, what he can do. He can score, but he facilitates. He's the engine that runs this team, especially offensively. And obviously, we saw there the starting lineup for Germany. Now we have the starting lineup for Montenegro. Alman, the newly naturalized player, Vucevic, who we're going to talk about, obviously, Slekovic, Hadzibergovic, and Jovanovic. Who's not in the lineup is Mihailovic, who is one of those kind of leaders for them. He's not suited up tonight, is on the roster. Will we see him later?
Well, and they talked about, like, Nikola Vucevic spoke about him a lot at the press conference. He's in his era. They've grown up together. They know each other really well. He's part of that. Two-time All-Star in the NBA. He's always here for the national team. He really does see it as part of what he should do for his country. And I think this is the thing about Montenegro. They represent, as well as every team represents, they really do see that what they do on the floor is having a really positive effect in their country, and he really epitomizes that. The acting head coach, because we've got to say here before anything else, wishing Alex Mumbrú a speedy recovery. He's recovering from illness. He's here in Finland, but he's more than able assistant. Alan Ibrahimovic is in charge today. He took practice for the last few days. He knows the process.
I was going to say, you were in the press conference with him yesterday, and Schroeder said, okay, Mumbrú, yeah, he's not with us. He is here. He's obviously assisting. He is around. He is expected to come back and coach this team. Schroeder was like, well, it's just a little hiccup. We move on.
A bump in the road.
A bump in the road. There you go. And obviously, Coach Bosko Radovic for Montenegro as well. Very experienced. How important is Kyle Allman going to be for Montenegro?
Well, I think the issue is, as it always is with a player coming in, is he going to integrate into the team? And he doesn't have to be everybody's best friend. But is he going to buy into the culture? Is he going to feel like everybody else? And I think there's no debate in his quality, but the best players in that role, and we've seen so many superstars come through at EuroBasket on all sorts of teams and all sorts of levels. You've got to feel this. This is national team basketball. If he feels it, he's going to be an asset, and he could be a decisive asset in a relatively short roster. Hey, chance for an upset.
Good afternoon and welcome to Finland. It is the 2025 edition of the EuroBasket.
Wow.
And how quickly did Germany get out and score? Franz Wagner with the first 2 points as they won the tip. And now Montenegro, well, calming things down after that quick start. As Alman, we talked about it. And it's different. He has played a few qualification games as they get it to the star. Nikola turns it over, though. And nice defense. They get it to Schroeder, who not only can score, but he's one of the best assist players in the tournament since he started playing at a FIBA EuroBasket.
Well, you got to love that tempo of Germany then. Push early, keep the ball moving, create an open look. Ball doesn't stick. That's a tough ask defensively for Montenegro.
Well, they got away with Germany not scoring on that last possession. Can they score on this one? Alman forces a little bit of the mismatch and pulls up. That's a deep three-point shot. And, well, you said he can ball, and he is going to need to if Montenegro wants to come up with probably what would be one of the biggest upsets in the tournament, I'm sure. As Tias gets it, he catches and shoots. That's no good. And mentioned it, double-double machine is Vukovic, who I think is going to be very important for them, especially on the defensive rebounds. Alman now is able to draw a foul. Not sure if he's going to go to the free throw line.
No, he's on the side. I was waiting for the moment here because the previous possession with a ball screen that involves Vucevic, they can't switch it because obviously they got both mismatches and they've got the best two players on the floor. And then he lifted the guy out the corner, so if he had to go to Vucevic, there's no help and no one can double down. The early signs of him being on the same page as everybody else are really, really good.
Vukovic gets it, he gives it up to Jovanovic. Now they find Alman in the corner. And nice little hesitation, and he goes inside. How about that?
Schroeder's taking this a little bit. Schroeder's trying to play some defense here. And it's going to be a really intriguing matchup.
And, well, pick and roll on the other end as Tias is the recipient of a pass from Schroeder. And I mentioned it. Go look at Schroeder's stats since he has joined. Back in 2015 was his first EuroBasket. He has been an assist machine.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a kickball, so shot clock will be reset.
It's going to be intriguing. As long as Montenegro can keep being efficient doing this, and as long as when the Germans make an adjustment to how they're going to deal with that pick and roll action with those two players, the great thing for Montenegro is they've got guys who can knock down the open shot. So if they get them into rotations, they've got a real opportunity to create good looks. They've got to make them, obviously.
And it's going to be a blocking foul going against Obst, I believe it was. And Alman here.
You just want Carl Alman to just play here. They're going to try and get after him a little bit. They're going to bump him a little bit. They're going to try and talk to him a little bit.
Every single offensive possession has gone through Alman right now. Can he consistently do that for 40 minutes over the course of a game? Or also over a course of, they have 5 games in, what, an 8-game span?
Yeah, and it's that debate, isn't it? It's not about can he do it. It's how long, it's what happens when he's not there.
Yeah. A little shake and bake, and that shot is no good. Nice tip out, though, as Montenegro come up with the offensive rebound. Corner after the offensive rebound is good by Jovanovic, so he has got on the board as Montenegro coming out well. Schroeder with that's like his staple move, the little kind of fake spin.
And the thing about the other thing Alman's got to understand is there are going to be times in this game he can't do too much defensively because he can't pick up fouls. So, like, he's now picked up, okay, it's foul number 1. We're only 3 minutes into the game. Schroeder takes him to the basket, gets a bit of a bump. He doesn't want to pick up a second, so it puts Montenegro in, but they've got to forget that because down the other end, they have a recipe that's going to be successful.
Yeah, offensively, right.
And it's, if they have to win the game, 85-84, then so be it. But Alman has to play a lot of minutes. Vucevic has to play a lot of minutes. And they've got people who can shoot. Alman's possibly the only guy who can beat people on the bounce. So everyone else, space, spot up, knock down shots, and go to the glass because they've got so much rebounding capacity on the roster. It's going to be if Germany let them get into a rhythm, it'll be an interesting game for them.
Well, this little 2-2-1 press after the free throws made by Dennis Schroeder, and easily beat it, and that's an open three-point shot, no good. Tias saves the ball out of bounds, and now Germany with an opportunity to run. Obst gives it up, Weidman goes inside to Wagner, and Wagner not able to hold on to it though. Nice high-low look.
Wow, super high-low, super transition. I'm thinking Alman's gonna foul here.
I can't.
Don't foul. It's like if he scores, he scores. Because that's 2 points. Down the other way, if you're sitting on the bench with 2 fouls, you are really hurting this roster. I like this option here where Alman goes away from the ball. The other way to protect him, timing-wise, fitness-wise, is to get him away from the ball for a couple of possessions.
Hadzibegovic has it. He's looking inside for Vukovic, gets it in there. A little bit of an ISO situation. He has a mismatch, kicks it out though, and that three-point shot is no good. And now Wagner again, the first big down the court for Germany. Obst penetrates, and they get it up to Schroeder. Schroeder now. Lets that shot fly, and, well, good tip. Nice hustle as Wagner comes up with the rebound and just goes right at the defense and scores an easy 2-point bucket.
Wagner's just one of the many guys on this roster who just does the right thing all the time. You know, he's not, there's no superstar status there, yeah.
As he comes up with a steal, and, well, Miami got away with a little bit of a carry, as is not able to convert the layup, but is going to go to the free throw line. And I think the Montenegro bench are asking for a carry. Here it is. Yeah, now that you look at it, instead does a good job initiating the contact, knowing that the referees are going to have to call the foul. And there you see Ibrahim Magic, who is taking over for Alex Mumbra, who unfortunately is the head coach, but not here with the team. He is here in Finland, so he will be back with them hopefully sooner rather than later. And obviously he's taking over. It's his first time with the German national team, taking over for Gordy Herbert, who did an excellent job with Germany.
In some ways, it's one of those jobs. It's like, can I get it the next time? I don't necessarily. I mean, what are you going to do? You're going to win the World Championship again? You know, it's like, oh, you just done what we've already done. You know, it's. I mean, Mamumba's just used to taking tough jobs. Going to Valencia is a hell of an ask, and he's doing a great job. But so, I just love the transition. We've seen it already in game number 1. In game number 2, the German transition is just instant.
And skip pass are going to have to get a shot up. They do, but it is no good. And how about this? Franz all the way to the basket, little Euro step. And that was a 3-on-1. Almond, nothing he can do. He can't pick up his second foul. No one else back.
It's that point of transition, and we picked it with Lithuania in game 1, where defensive rebound gone, and the defense is not moving.
And that is Vladimir Mihailovic, who is not suited up today. He's here, so you imagine you will see him in the future. Maybe he has a little bit of an injury going on right now. They don't want to take the risk, knowing that there are a lot of games to come.
See, they kept that very quiet yesterday.
They kept it very, you didn't know about that.
Well,
you were in the press conference.
Asked coach if they were all healthy. He said yes, so.
Pick and pop, Vukovic is money.
Oh. There are some players in this EuroBasket group that you would pay, they're so worth the price of the admission. And the way he plays the game, he is definitely one of them.
Schroeder now tries to get the ball, does get the ball to his teammate. How about that hustle, though? As De Silva came up with the rebound, and it's going to be a 4-point play opportunity after the hustle play by De Silva, I believe it was. And Obst comes up with it. Look at this. That is all hustle right there. Just awareness, and well, that is a call where the referees are very much making sure that shooters can land safely. We've seen that the last few years. It is a point of emphasis, and players know it.
Yeah, and
you have to let them land.
And you have to protect the guy shooting the basketball in whichever area of the floor, because while they're in the air, they're in a very vulnerable position, and therefore you've got to give them the space. And I do like the way referees are actually calling the game now. There's enough physicality. It doesn't need to get any more physical.
And Allman gets it back. A little bit of, I would say, disorganization here by the Montenegrin team offensively. They get it inside. Jovanovic has to put it up. He does. That shot back iron, but they come up with the offensive rebound, and a quick putback is no good by Slavkovic, as Schroeder says, you got to defend me. That one no good. De Silva fighting for the rebound is, sorry, Tiemann, excuse me, fighting for the rebound and couldn't come up with it, but does draw the foul as the captain, Vukovic. You had him in the press conference yesterday, right?
the great thing about the way he was, and that's Alman's second foul. I mean, he picked up the rebound foul. That's why I was like seeing it. He was definitely in the play, and I wasn't sure if he was going to get picking up the foul, but yeah. And it was one of those like, get out of the way. It's like, don't get involved. Yeah, Vucevic has a role. He knows he has a role. He says this may be his last EuroBasket, and he wants to go out with some performances. And he knows he's got some youngsters around him. He's mentioned that, and he knows he's got a role, as he's just showed there, in actually talking to people, keeping them positive, understanding what they've got to do. Doesn't matter if they make a mistake. It's the way he talks about his role here. It's as coach said, well, maybe it's not your last EuroBasket, because he looks in great shape. He's very healthy. So,
I mean, a 13-year NBA vet, correct? You know, you would understand he's playing his 4th EuroBasket. He was there 2023 World Cup, 2019 World Cup. He has shown up for his country on numerous times. Yeah. You would also respect if he said, you know, this is my last go around.
And that's the impression you get. It was like it's his generation. Yeah. You know, Mihailovic and another couple of guys have grown up together, and we've done everything we need to do. If he's healthy, you'd think he would play. But no one's going to question him when he decides that enough is enough.
Well, all the way to the basket is not good, but Vucevic there for the putback. Easy tip in as both teams going to their benches now. As Schroeder, baseline penetration, and gets the ball tipped from behind. So it is going to stay baseline ball for Germany.
Well, we talked about like what happens when Alman goes out. Rovnak's checked into the game. Yeah, he plays at a great level in Serbia. And he doesn't have to be Alman. That's the thing. He's just got to run the ball. He's got to control it, get the ball to people who can score. He just doesn't have to hurt his team. He's more than capable of that. He's just got to be happy in that role.
And that shot off the mark, so by Low, as Vucevic comes up with another rebound for Montenegro. And again, I don't know if it's the German defense, but offensively, Montenegro just seem a little bit out of sorts. That leads to an easy 2-point basket. So I don't want to say bad offense, but offense with no movement, didn't even move the defense, and then no one gets back after a defensive rebound, which leads to an easy 2-point basket for Bonga, and Montenegro have to call a timeout.
It's going to be an interesting listen, this, because my Serbo-Croat is not good enough, but it's going to be an interesting listen in terms of the tone of this timeout.
Ajde, prvo smo u presingu, jedno predje loptu, pa onda ne postaje ništa što kaže, pa onda traže mi spreče. Nisu mi spreče s njim neki, ostalo nisu mi sprečevi jebo. Sam jebo. Drugo, šuteo bombu, ide 3 na 1 jebo. Bacio bombu na 3 na 1 tamo. Pa 3 lopte, 3 lopte skip pas preko čitavog terena. Ste normalni bre, a pričao ne može to.
I ako preuzmu, igraj dalje igru našu. Nemoj da forsira da tražiš nešto, ajde.
Druga stvar, slušaj, u nekom drive-u izbacio pas, šutite loptu, sve unutra, 5 igrača unutra. Postavi 2 down za Vučić, ajde.
Well, from the tone of the timeout, coach isn't happy, and he's obviously not going to be happy about the transition, because Germany are a great team. You don't have to give them layups. You don't have to be outnumbered in transition so often. Being outnumbered in transition is not about anything about just getting back and also stopping the ball. Foul if you have to. Don't give them the opportunity to just run in layups in a game that, in all reality, Montenegro know how tough this game is. They know how many games they need to win to qualify.
Well, good job breaking the press, misses the layup, Vucevic is there. He's well on his way to a double-double, as he already, I believe he has 9 points and 6 rebounds, and there's 2 minutes and 15 seconds left in the first, so doing it all for Montenegro. And you talked about the, transition defense. They've given up 7 fast break points already, as Wagner draws the foul, makes the basket, and is going to go to the free throw line for one. How about this move?
And you're picking up a foul on Vucevic, it gives you another bonus in terms of the play. And I was interested down there defensively, because I'm thinking, well, you know, maybe they'll guard the ball and try and pack the middle of Montenegro, a bit of protection for Vucevic, try and slow it down. But they started that, then they half spread. They're gonna have to make a decision about how they're gonna try and play this. I don't think they can guard them pressure-wise on the perimeter. So maybe they do need to slouch off a little bit, guard the ball and make the guy put it on the floor. They cannot play them pressure man-to-man, because I think they're going to get beat on the dribble and get into rotation and expose too many good players to foul situations.
Well, Holat's checking in for De Silva, going to the bench. So mentioned it, both teams using their bench, especially Germany early here in the first quarter. And the way they play, you expect them to go deep into their bench. Vucevic, and he draws a foul on the other end. So he's going to go to the free throw line.
Number 32, Johannes Timan. First personal foul, third team foul. Shooting 2, Montenegro number 4, Nikola.
He's going to have to play 30+. If he doesn't play 30, but then again, he can't play 30+ for 5 games. Not this close together.
Not this close together. I was going to say, he can easily do it here today.
They
have a day off tomorrow.
Or maybe coach says, well, you know, go on. If we're in the game, we're going to try and win it. We get to a point, and then you don't have to play. We're going to do it that way, because they're going to have to find a way to protect him somehow.
Yeah.
Because I think their second game, in theory, they play 2 of the best 3 teams in the group, opening 2 games.
Team in. Shot fake drives against Vucevic. Great take there. Can't foul either, because he's already picked up 1. And, well, you said, what do you do when you check in? Drobnik, all he has to do is run the offense, score if you're open, and that's what we saw in that possession. Bonga, wide open. That somehow was halfway down and pops back out. And I think it's going to stay German ball.
Vucevic wants to review it. He's adamant it wasn't him. I don't think coach is going to support him on it.
Well, you know, it's tricky. You get, well, I'm not sure. You only get one coach's challenge per game. Do you really use it at this point of the game? Probably not, when you're only trailing 6 to the reigning FIBA World Cup champions, Germany. Low now. Little step back, his 3-point shot, well off the mark as Montenegro come up with the rebound.
That's a poor decision by Lowe, isn't it? Doesn't need that shot on this team, that stage of the shot clock.
Simonovic has been quiet offensively that time. You said he can score, and he's someone you expect to score.
Oh no, and you know, he's playing in one of the toughest leagues. He's regularly a scorer. If he's 40% from the 3-point line, he's got a great stroke. Yeah. He's not the most athletic guy on the floor, but he just knows how to score. Yep. You know, it's a 4-point game. Germany have got too many points in transition, so Montenegro are more than capable of staying in this.
Low gives it up. That time Wagner ends in his hand again, halfway in and halfway out. We saw in the previous game, neither team shoots the ball very well from 3-point range, and that seems to be the case here in the second game. Tight rims, maybe?
Wow, definitely at this end as well.
And Low, great defense, and it's going to be an over and back call, though. So 8 seconds left in the first quarter. A great defensive possession.
Didn't Lowe knock it back?
No, he didn't. So just a good job as...
But that's what we're talking about Dubrovnik. What do you do on being slow around the halfway line?
Don't wait there. Yeah, you want to use the clock?
Yeah, go away from the sideline. Do the stuff, give him the chance to pressurize you in the middle. You can beat him either way. You know, don't come here.
Germany now. Schroeder checks back into the game. No surprise if this ball ends up in his hands for the last possession. Shot clock, game clock, I should say. Step back 3-point shot. Schroeder lets it fly, and that one goes off the back iron. So a good first quarter by both teams. after 10 minutes of play here in Finland. It is 20-24, Montenegro trailing Germany.
Yeah, Shona, you're so right. Both teams have had really nice moments, and I love. There is a point, and we saw. We're going to see the stats here, and it's 9% for Germany from the three-point line. It's shooting to this basket. Lithuania went 0 for 13, or whatever it was in the first half, into the same hoop. Maybe get someone to look at that basket before the last game.
Well, 1 of 11 for Germany, 3 of 6 for Montenegro as we get to check out some highlights. And let's not forget that guy right there, Alman, passing the ball for an easy 2-point bucket. He went to the bench with two fouls after playing, what, 4 minutes of that quarter. He was on the bench, and they stuck around. They're only trailing by 4 to the reigning champs.
Yeah, and it's... Montenegro, I mean, they lost 2 times in qualification to Germany comfortably because the Germans just had too much power, too much offense. Well, Vucevic closes that gap a little bit. I know Germany bring in some people as well, but so he closes that gap, and Alman adds to that as well. So they've got some more offensive firepower, and they've got this ability to shoot the basketball. The criticism of Montenegro often is they can't beat you on the dribble. Everything's a little bit static in front of you, and they power it in, and they just try and pump it inside. Well, Alman gives them a little bit extra, and Vucevic is quality. So I'm not for 1 second suggesting at the moment that, you know, Germany have got to be worried here, but they have a way of playing that can beat any team in this tournament, in this group.
Well, go ahead and scan the QR code that you saw on your screen, the Courtside 1891 app, where you can watch live streams, extended highlights, and stay up to date with the world of international basketball. And, well, right now it's European basketball as second quarter action underway. Montenegro starting with the ball as they are trailing by 4 to Germany. And a little bit of a mismatch. He called his own number. Drobniak, well, coming off the bench for the starter, Kyle Alman, who has 2 fouls. He already has 5 points, I believe it is. Oh, did they call that a 2?
No, they want to, they switch, and it's been very effective, surprisingly so. Oh.
I think Simonovic needs to be a little bit more aggressive there. Look at this. I think he could have pass fake, gone up, or draw foul.
Just take it up.
Yeah, take it up. Be more aggressive. Well, it doesn't matter. It's going to stay Montenegro ball as they get the ball in easily to Nikolic. And switch happens, and nice heads-up play. Good foul. Smart foul by Germany.
Smart all around because the IQ on both ends is smart. And you've got to say, the Drobniak is getting into the game now. He's flowing the game. He feels comfortable. Why shouldn't he feel comfortable out there? He's been, you know, he's already 25. He's playing 20, nearly 28 minutes a game in Serbia. So, you know, the guy can play. It's just that we look at Alman and we've gone, well, you know, Alman's this and whatever. But now, and also, if you're there coming off the bench, it's a slightly different role, and you feel comfortable. So he really has made a statement already in these minutes that he's had.
Here he is, Drobniak, who's already made 1. Make that 2, folks! And you mentioned it. You expect Alman to produce, but how good of a sign is this for head coach Radovic when your, you know, bench point guard has come up big? But talk about the response. Whiteman has the response for Germany.
Across this whole roster, that, as you said in the introduction, they've been together so long. You know, they know who to get the ball to and where to get each other the ball.
And Simonovic has his second basket of the game off of that take. Oles gives it up. Whiteman this time penetrates, kicks it out. And nice ball movements, ends up in the hands of Wagner. Already 5 players have touched the ball about twice for this German team in this possession alone, Mark. De Silva, nowhere to go. Wagner, though, with the cut, and I don't know if it touched the rim. And
love it.
Okay, well, how about that hustle? Simonovic comes up with it, though. Drobniak. Nikolic, his three-point shot is no good. And now Germany, well, Nikolic says, you know what, I'm gonna take one for the team.
And I'd rather that than letting Germany just run and keep running. They're gonna have to share the fouls. Don't want to pick up fouls too quickly to put people into the penalty, but you cannot give Germany, as they did in the first quarter, those breakouts. So, smart foul. Get them in the half court. They did a great job half court defensively last time.
Schroeder. Screen, little shake and bake. And this is such a quick first step.
Oh, it's a super quick step, but they were indecisive, weren't they? Were they going to switch, were they going to stay? And in the end, they did neither, and he just gets a layup. He's a handful.
He's a handful. Any coach to come up with a defensive plan against him. Simonovic now hands it up. Drobniak penetrates, and I think he stepped out of bounds, so he did. How long do you think Kyle Allman is going to stay on the bench for Montenegro?
I think the big thing for them is that while the game is like this, why not? You know, and Brebnik's made a couple of like little errors. The last one, he's just trying to do too much. He's a very, very, very good shooter. Shoots close to 40% across a season, shooting a lot of shots as well. And it's, while he's doing it, why risk Allman? Leave him there, have him fresh in the second half.
Schroeder, little floater, gets it to go, and draws the foul, so he's going to go to the line for a three-point play.
He's just got like so many tools in the toolbox, hasn't he?
His ball handling and then his change of speed and his first step. What do you do? How do you defend it?
Well, again, it's one of those things that you just put pressure and hope that
stay in front.
you hope he shoots 55%, not 60%. It is a numbers game with him, but the great thing, you mentioned it, is it's not about Dennis. He does facilitate. He wants
to pass, I think, before shoot most of the time as well.
He wants the ball in his hands to make that decision. Well, there's the answer that you wanted for Allman. Back in. The Brebnik is on the floor with him. That's one way they could try and protect him as well.
True,
oh, nice move.
Won't defend Schroeder, but how about that? Drobniak, great job protecting the ball, using his body. You said he's an excellent scorer, and he's showing it here early as Voutman, his shot is no good. And I think a rebounding foul. Is it?
They're going to call that on Vucevic, Shadi?
I think it's going to go against Nikola Vucevic.
Which will
take a look.
That's his second foul.
It's only his second foul. I think that's a tough call to go against him. Just, it's the way the ball bounced as well, right?
There didn't appear from where we were sitting with the angle we had. Cover myself every way I can. that there was enough to call it. If you're going to call that, we shot a lot of free throws in the first game. We'll be shooting a lot of free throws.
Schroeder.
Oh.
Again. I mean, I'd love to show that on a replay because that little snaking or the S move keeps his defender on his back before it gets back in front. He has so many moves that are almost like a Schroeder move as Allman's ball is picked off. So another turnover early in this quarter. And De Silva, no good. Fight for the rebound as Germany come up with it. Schroeder is left wide open. And you can't give him that much time to shoot.
I love it. There is a pleasure and an enjoyment in the way Dennis Schroeder plays with this German national team. He loved the press conference yesterday. He loves being there.
Yeah.
And that's infectious. You know, there are guys on this team who are going to be like, well, Dennis is fun. We're all going to have fun because they know they're going to get the ball from him. Let's take a listen to the timeout.
Our first kiss. One long. We'll take it. Looking good. That wasn't the first kiss ever. We'll take that one.
35 right here. Kako igram? Samo mi igram. 3 izgubljene lopte imamo, jebo. 2 playmakera, 3 izgubljene lopte. Lazice. Hajte bre u pizdu materiju tamo. Daj, Đole, Slavko.
Well,
Here's that move, and you, like, skilled guards know, you know what, okay, you're gonna defend me like that, I'm gonna make sure my defender can't get back in front of me. I love it.
And the great thing for me, there's so much talk or emphasis about the athleticism or sheer quickness of people. Well, Dennis is quick. We know Dennis is quick.
Yeah.
Throughout the whole of those 2 moves, he was under control of what he was doing. Fast enough, protected the ball. He has, as we're talking about being a toolbox, and it literally is. You guard him a certain way, he brings out the right tool. It is, again, we've talked about this. National team basketball is such a, it's a great thing anyway. What it does for players at times is quite remarkable.
Yeah.
Because Dennis Schroeder's responsibility, the way he wants to be here, has definitely helped him be a better player.
Oh, absolutely, and you've seen it in, you know, his NBA production as well. It depends on what team he's on and who he's playing with and what role he's given, as Vukovic now spin move, baseline, and great offense.
Hey, if there's any young people watching this game and you want to know how to play the guard spot, there's Dennis. You want to know how to be big, Vukovic. You can't, there's plenty of players like them, but this is a clinic smart. He's going to want the shots for that.
Foul, Team Germany, number 7, Johannes Volkmann, first personal foul.
Volkmann picking up a foul for the team. There you see, nice heads-up play as the pass is not able to get there, and Volkmann takes a foul. It's going to be called on the floor, though.
He took a dribble after the contact, didn't he? So.
That was a nice try.
Oh, yeah.
Can't you know, blame him for trying.
You'd probably blame him for not trying. It's one of those.
Simonovic gets the ball. Drobniak. Vukovic is open. Inside out action. As you mentioned it, Montenegro have shooters. That time no good is Jovanovic, as Bonga has the ball. And trying to go up. Here, unselfish basketball. They know where the mismatch is. Little fadeaway. That's a tough shot, though, as Allman skies for that rebound. And Schroeder is going to be called for a foul. Is it a shooting foul? No, it's on the ground, I think.
Foul, Team Germany, number 17, Dennis Schroeder, first personal foul, third team foul.
At times, even your superstars have to take one for the team, you know? He's going to use his fouls. That's his first foul, so I'll take one.
Yeah. But what I love about Schroeder, he has 14 points. And unselfish, he knew that Bonga had a mismatch underneath the basket. Probably could have tried to take the taller big, you know, taking him one-on-one. But he says, you know what? No, our best offense is going to Bonga. As Schroeder.
And again, you don't have to be the big leaper and the super quick guy. You got to be a good athlete, because he's a great athlete.
Schroeder's shot, no good. Nice contest there as Drobniak brings it up. Vukovic, great first half from him, no surprise. Drobniak, shake and bake. Vukovic loses the ball, no, just not able to hold on to that pass. As an easy two-point bucket for Oaks. So a little run here by Montenegro is cut off from a turnover and an easy two-point bucket. Allman. Oh.
Love it. Love it. That's just reading the floor.
Heads up, he knew, he gave a little bit of a short roll. He knew exactly where the help was coming from. Good movement away from the ball, as I believe it was Jovanovic, right? Yep. On the cut. He also had a shooter in the corner, so defense sort of had to take a risk, as Germany now wants to call a timeout and talk about things. Let's take a listen.
Wir gesagt haben, switch the ramp screen and then we switch the ball screen. Switch ramp screen, switch ball screen. Bonga and Samucevic, we're good. Besser reden. Ja. Ja, wir haben immer noch.
Die gehen zweimal Horns, erstmal normal, sie werden es Blue spielen. Und guck, ob du Backdoor laufen kannst, ansonsten komm. Und zweite, hebt für Andi, ja, weil Vucevic drin sind, dass wir werden den Wurf haben. Viel wichtiger ist Defense, wichtiger ist Defense.
Well, Nikola Vucevic, the captain of Montenegro, he is perfect from the field. 14 points, 7 rebounds already. He's played 12 minutes. What more can he do?
Well, nothing, because he, in addition to that, he is, as you can see now on the screen, he is continually in the ear of his teammates here. I think now, more than anyone else, I think he understands there are 5 or 6 players that would have been here for them. That no one's talent pool is that deep that you can absorb losing 5 or 6 of your most experienced people. But he is really trying to keep this group moving in the right direction. And while he's out there, they're in a great place.
Well, you mentioned it. He's the captain, he's the leader, he's the veteran of this team, and he is their most experienced player. So they need him to be vocal, and that's what we're seeing. Schroeder now gets it to Tias. Now he gets it back, and he lets that shot go. No good, as Tias tries to tip the offensive rebound in and isn't able to, and Alman comes up with the rebound.
The whole game in the second quarter, the pace has really slowed.
Yeah.
And that's not really going to help Germany against this Montenegrin team.
Vukovic, his three-point shot is no good. Simonovic might have got away with a little bit of a foul there on the attempted rebound. As Wagner, second Euro step of the game, as you cannot defend him if you let him just attack and no one helps. Vukovic now gets it to the corner. Drobniak gives it back to him though. Now Alman, who has been quiet really since he picked up those 2 fouls and has been back in the game. And Franz Wagner is going to be called for a foul trying to defend.
Yeah, he's not. There's no way he can legally defend him there.
And here it is. Yeah, you kind of see that wrap around. It was his left arm, right?
Yeah. He's that deep. There's no way that Wagner can defend him without trying to climb. You respect him for trying to climb over the top. That's what he's supposed to be trying to do.
Well, it's okay. It's 4th team foul, so not putting Montenegro to the free throw line, where they have not been a lot today. As Vukovic gets the ball, he gives it up though. Ivanovic to Alman. Alman now. Got Bonga defending him. He takes it. That was an awkward looking shot. And I think it was Tias who's going to get called for the foul.
Tias is looking a bit disappointed with the call, but I thought Bonga fouls him as he's going up, gets a little piece of him, unless Tias just lent in.
Yeah. From behind.
Yeah. Germany are persisting with the switch, and in the majority of cases, Montenegro are getting a good shot out of it.
Yeah. They're finding the mismatch, finding Vukovic underneath, or he's coming up with a good decision.
I mean, Germany worked a lot in their practice about how they're going to double, where they're going to double from when Vucevic has it, but he hasn't gone to the low block. He's playing the game really high and going down the middle.
Well, that's only the 2nd trip for Montenegro to the free throw line, as Alman makes the first. Germany, on the other hand, they are 8 of 9 from free throw stripe in this first half.
The theory of this basket not being right is gone then, right? 8 from 9 is good.
Yeah, they're fine.
We're all right. It's nothing to do with the gym.
3 of 16 from three-point range, so not shooting the ball as well as we know Germany can shoot.
There's 2 points on the miss. The free throw was out, but he pulled the ring. So he's given it as 2 because he's interfered.
Okay.
I still think it should be 1 though, because it's still the same shot.
But it was an offensive rebound though. You can't consider it as an Well, the referees are talking. Hopefully we can listen to...
No, they're going 1.
Okay, so it's a 1. All
because
right.
he shot the free throw,
So
therefore...
it's a goaltending.
It's a goaltend.
Not an offensive rebound.
So, yeah, so it's a basket interference call by touching the ring and knocking the ball. Knocking the ball would be fine, but playing with the ring isn't.
Right.
So it should be the 1 because it was a free throw.
Well, the referees talked about it, and it is a 1 point awarded to Montenegro as they cut the lead back to 4. Lowe gives it up. Obst is open, and that shot. So again, Germany not shooting the ball great from 3-point range as well. Montenegro have a chance to cut into this lead. They've trailed by 4 a couple times in this first half. Allman now. Can he do that? Yes, he can, as that ball touched nothing but nets. And it is a 1-point lead for the reigning FIBA World Cup champs, Germany. Third place team back at the last edition of the FIBA EuroBasket in 2022 as Wagner gets all the way no good. Tias there for the offensive rebound and cleans up his own miss on the glass.
This pace, Shona, it's the whole pace of the game has allowed Montenegro to work their way back into this.
They want to slow it down and, you know, use the clock as much as they can. Allman made the last one. Can he make that one? And he can, as he has 6 consecutive points, and it is a tie game. We have about 2 possessions left here until halftime. Bonga is left open. And that's the kind of response you want if you are a German basketball fan. So there's going to be 1 possession left. Montenegro trailing by 3.
All of a sudden, looks a really easy game. Just
basketball looks
move the ball, shoot the ball. Both teams, though, really executing incredibly well. They're so proficient. And again, the Germans are allowing. It's too easy for Allman to get the ball. Then they'll switch it again, and there he can play.
Allman goes to a pull-up from 2-point range, no good, and that is going to end the half, folks. Well, I'm not sure a lot of fans here would have thought after 20 minutes of play, Germany would only be leading by 3 over Montenegro, 43-46 at half.
Tempo is such an important thing. Rhythm is such an important thing. And the rhythm of the second quarter was definitely much more to Montenegro's liking. I mean, the numbers are, apart from Germany from the 3-point line, where they have really struggled, numbers are decent across the board. And I think it's Montenegro making a decision. Got to give a lot of credit to Drobnjak, who came into the game when Allman was out.
Yeah.
But controlling pacing, allowing Vucevic to play lots of minutes. There's no way he's going to run up and down. So slowing it down, getting into pick and roll stuff is a great move by them.
Yeah, you mentioned it. I think it's the pace of the game that has benefited Montenegro in the first 20 minutes. And there we have our key players. Well, couldn't be more even, really. Vucevic well on his way to a double-double, 14 points and 7, and 14 points, 2 rebounds, and not assisting as much as we have seen in the past. He has 2 assists, is Dennis Schroeder for Germany. And again, there was some type of a lid on the basket, and I think we're seeing it a little bit here for Germany as well. They're shooting only 4 of 18 from 3-point range, and they've had open looks.
Oh yeah, the old penetration to the kick to a German with their feet set.
Yeah.
A lot of the misses are off open looks. It's not as if they're taking bad shots. So I don't think the coach will look at it and say we're taking bad shots. You're going to learn a lot of examples. Schroeder's all over these highlights and the best plays because he's always going to be. But like, I think the 2 things at the beginning of the game, and this is where, before we get into that, Schroeder's, no one's guarding him. Well, why do I need to take the big, deep 3? No, I'll just take my time, get the shot I want. And it's the change of pace for me was how Montenegro, because the game was beginning to get a little bit, there were signs that Germany could get a lot of points in transition. They've stopped that, so they're getting back better. And that slowed Germany down defensively as well. They are not comparing it to, say, Lithuania in game 1, who never stopped their defensive pressure. Montenegro getting what they want. On so many percentages of possessions, they are getting the shots they want, running the things they want to run, and the player they want to get the shot. And they're 3 points down, so.
I mean, they are shooting 6 of 11 from 3-point range. exactly what you said before the game. You said they have good outside shooting, and, you know, Nikola takes so much defensive awareness from Germany, and he's so smart, he's so unselfish. He can easily go inside out, and we've seen that early here in the game. As we're gonna take a quick break at halftime, Montenegro trailing Germany 43-46 at half.
Premium water.
This isn't a moment. It's a time unlike any before.
It's not a request, not a maybe, not a someday.
This is now. Feel our presence, built on strength
and drive. Not rising, we are arriving. Not hoping, but owning.
This isn't a moment, it's movement. Constant, relentless.
Every cut, every pass, every shot. Earned. Taken.
Undeniable. The future, it's already here.
Forged in sweat, ruled by queens. When we move, the whole game shifts.
And we're unstoppable in all directions. We own the game.
Now there's Jokic again, and Fontecchio comes up with a steal. He's going to go all the way, and he gets a shot off. Unbelievable. Fontecchio. Look at this again. It starts with a great defense. You get your hands up, and then watch him go the other way.
Robertson looking to go coast to coast. Three-point shot. Oh my word! Magic Markkanen up off his feet, and so too are the Finn fans.
Final seconds ticking off the clock here in the third quarter. Tomo gets rejected by Garuba. Lucas from a long way out. Good! Can you believe it? Second game in a row. A shot from half court or even beyond. And Greece take a 4-point lead to halftime.
Well, another three. Pavel Popic. Pavel all the way. Oh, baby! Svidovisa Sabrisi. Unbelievable. Are you serious?
Doncic comes up with the steal. And look at that pass from Doncic. Giddy up, says the Mavericks superstar. And Stoyan Ivkovic might be breathing some fire this time out.
First round of 16 game comes down to this. Fournier with a little runner short, but there's no doubt at the putback. Can you believe it? Big bad Rudy Gobert goes up for the putback dunk. And boy, Turkey are lucky they did not also blow the whistle on that play. Here's Markkanen, guarded closely by Wancho. He spins, he solves the double team, and comes. Oh, what a block by Hernan Gomez. He was triple teamed, and it was just too much.
Into the half court, puts it on the floor, down the lane. Oh!
Incredible beast.
Where did he take off from?
The god goes off.
Wow.
And this is going to be shown over and over again.
Here's Doncic. Oh! Are you kidding me? It's like he's in his backyard, in the driveway. He is just, well, he's not from this planet.
be legends in their own country, but also in the international basketball world forever.
Welcome back. It is halftime here in Tampere, Finland, as the reigning FIBA World Cup champs are up 3 against Montenegro. Dennis Schroeder doing all he can for Germany as he has 14 points, as we get to watch some of his highlights from the first half. And I'm not sure a lot of people would have picked Montenegro, only trailing by 3 at half. But what I really liked about the way that they played was how they controlled the pace mark.
Well, I think that's, if you think back to the first quarter when Germany got a lot of breakout layups, they got some easy baskets in that sort of way. Their defense was very aggressive. Montenegro found the way. Dubrovnik's part of the way that Dubrovnik, one of the reasons they were able to do that, he came off the bench. And at times they just walked it into the half court. They got some action off the pick and roll, and they got really nice action and spacing for the shooters on the perimeter. So when it was Vucic in the pick and roll, Germany still haven't solved that problem. They haven't really decided how they're going to guard it. Are they going to fight over? Are they going to make Alma make a tough shot? Or are they going to try and deal with the roll? And if they deal with the roll by stepping off a shooter, I mean, picking the poison at the moment, you'd step off the shooter, because if you go through the players, then they're the ones that are not the same level as this guy. This guy's just had a half where he's put 14 up. He hasn't missed from 2. He's only missed 1 3-pointer. He's always only 3 rebounds away from a double-double, and it's
2 assists to go along with that as well. Yeah.
And also the things that don't get statted, the things where it's, guys, we've got to do this, guys, we've got to do that. It's like, just stay with each other. That communication stuff is evident on the way that he's leading this group.
Well, he had a big first half, so did his teammates, and you mentioned it. I think Igor Drobniak, for me, coming in off the bench when Alman picked up those 2 fouls somewhat early. You know, it was midway through the first half, and had to go to the bench. And he came in, ran the offense, and then all of a sudden in the second quarter said, you know what, I could shoot also. Yep. Ends up with 9 points. He has 4 assists in the 10 minutes that he played. And, you know, just took some pressure, especially offensively, off of Nikola Vukovic, who we see his shooting there, his game shots made and misses on the court. And also, I mean, Alman, 2 big threes late in that second quarter, tied the game for them. And then I believe it was Bonga, right, who hit a 3 to put
Dice to the 3. Dice to the 3, yeah. I mean, the great thing, if you're sitting there on that German bench, you look down the bench, there are guys all there that can come in and help. That's the big, but they haven't really had a real
finished the half with only 9.
Yeah.
So Montenegro, better job, definitely a get-back defense, but maybe Germany also went away from how they play their best.
Well, there was no tempo. I mean, we talked about this in 1.5 games already. And Germany did it really well at the start of the game. They come down in transition. If you don't have that initial option, but the ball doesn't stick, you get things in what we would call a secondary type transition, a secondary type break, because the ball doesn't move, the defense isn't set, and you get something either deep in the block or an open look. Germany got none of that in the second quarter. They were forced to play half-court basketball. I mean, we're going to get both coaches just, you know, you can hear them before the start of this of the third quarter. I'm not sure how Germany lift that tempo to where it was. It's got an opening night upset written all over it if Montenegro can run that, can maintain that level. But the ace in the pack is if it gets tight, Schroeder's going to take over. At both ends of the floor, he'll come up with things at both ends. And you've got to contest every single possession. By the fourth quarter, will Montenegro have enough in the tank to do that?
Well, we'll see. There's 20 minutes left in this game. Do they have enough? I mean, if they can get it down to one possession, don't forget to scan your QR code you see on your screen right now for the EuroBasket 2025 app. And you can get stats, highlights, news about this year's FIBA EuroBasket competition.
All right, guys, 30 seconds. The game continues. Are you ready? Thank you. Let's go.
I mean, just for future reference here, I can't wait for this evening's game because this arena is going to rock. It's rocking now, it's half full, but it
was rocking the game before. But right now, it is all about Germany and Montenegro as we have second half action. Schroeder somehow scores.
When you can create like that, you're always going to find some offense. Better defensive effort from Germany in this first possession. Much more taking people out of what they're running.
Vukovic thought about it. How about that unselfish play as he finds Simonovic underneath the basket. Schroeder gets it to Tice. Tice open at the free throw line, and he doesn't miss. As I think Germany needs to be careful. You see their players talking a lot to the referees, and that's not what you want to see, especially on game day one. You don't want to see frustration for any reason.
Referees are like elephants, you know?
They don't forget anything.
They won't forget it. You know, that continual barking at them is not going to win them any friends, especially on game day one.
Well, Tice,
that was a term of endearment, by the way.
Look at that.
Yeah, Tice did the smart thing.
Pulled the chair. The expression pulled the chair against Vukovic, who says, you know what, I was pulled a little bit as well, but a good heads-up defensive play there gives the ball back to Germany. Wagner now. And he is fouled, so he's going to go to the free throw line. I think he went up to the referee and he said, yeah, it's a foul, but you also missed the foul down there. Yeah, it is. I mean,
he got him on the arm. In fact, a player of his experience is going to be very frustrated with himself. He's going away from the basket. If he makes it, he makes it.
Yeah.
You don't need to pick up the foul right there. But Nikola Vucic has now done the whole round. He's told all three that you missed the call down there and called it down here.
You guys don't do your job, I get a call.
Well, 45-50.
In fact, both sets of players get a little chippy.
Yeah, you heard that as well.
Yeah.
Oh, we saw a lot of fouls called in the last game. I think Great Britain shot 31 times and Lithuania went to the line 36. Alman, nice end to the second quarter as he shakes and bakes. Whoa, shot fake, almost lost his balance and not able to score as Schroeder gets it to Wagner. Wagner.
I tell you, Wagner, if you don't stop him, if you don't slow him down, he's not pulling out. I mean, it was you could argue a poor shot, but the defense was off balance, so he drew the contact. And once he gets this far down in transition, he's gonna look to put it up.
Yeah.
That's just, it's like this is my office, so this is what I'm gonna do.
And you know, Drobniak there, he looked at the referee like, what else am I supposed to do? I'm just trying to stay in front. He's the one creating the contact.
But he never stopped him, did he? He was always actually active going forward.
And he goes 2-2 from the stripe.
Wagner's such an important piece of this German team. What he does is not many other people on this team who play on the dribble as effectively as he does. He can shoot it. He's very good at going on for dribble.
Alman gets it. He is well defended. Shot clock is winding down. Vukovic needed to go up, and he doesn't. And it's going to be a turnover and a shot clock violation for Montenegro. So intensity here picking up, I think, for the German team.
They definitely, in this third quarter, their defense is much more like the beginning of the game. Schroeder got very engaged in that defense, really did get after everybody. It's interesting to see these leaders of these teams, developing into those leaders on the floor. It's really good to see.
Schroeder only 1 of 6 now from three-point range, as that one hits the front iron as well. Simonovic, Drobniak gives it up. Now Alman has to get something going. Simonovic left wide open in the corner, and that is a shot you normally see him make.
Simonovic airballs it from the corner. I mean,
and he was open.
Oh, wide open.
Montenegro, number 7, Andreas Lopkovic, first personal foul, third team foul.
Montenegro already on the 3 fouls as well. That's, again, the indication of the other end of the floor, Germany playing harder, trying to get out and run more, putting more pressure on Montenegro at the defensive end as well.
Ops gives it up to Schroeder. Schroeder now rejects the screen, goes baseline. Waldman gives it to Ops. That's a deep three-point shot, and it is good. As Montenegro and Coach Radovic want to talk about things, and they call a timeout as it has blossomed to a 10-point lead, 2-9 in this quarter alone.
Yeah. All about the level, isn't it? All about their level of intensity defensively, and their offense is now so much sharper, getting so many more early shots. Great adjustment.
Niti ide lopta, niti ide loptu, niti, znaš, 2 puta ne šutnemo. Ajde u krivu materiju. Ajde, nisam strašno, idemo dalje. Ajde da postavimo one up, okej. Ajmo jedan brzi one up, poslije toga idemo 2 down za Vučka. Ne, idemo 2 down. Okej, ajde. One up, 2.
Thank you.
Well, Coach Radovic having to use a timeout early here in the third quarter because he does not want to let this run blossom to any more than 10 points, really. Montenegro having only scored 2 points in the first 3 minutes of this third quarter.
If you think back to the beginning of the game, coach took the timeout. They came down the floor, got really some nice actions off the pick and roll. Vukovic is the lighthouse in the middle of the floor, easily found, but this is so much better from Germany.
Well, Schroeder falls to the ground. Drobniak says, you can't leave me open. I proved that in the first half as he knocks down his shot. But I agree with you. I liked how they were defending and preventing Almond from even getting the ball on that last possession.
Oh, absolutely.
Oost. He's made one, make that two in this quarter. And, well, that three-point shooting that was a little questionable in the first half for Germany is starting to light up here as they have made two, and Oost has made two as well, actually. Drobniak left open again, and that is a two-point shot, though. His foot was on the line, and no one picking up Wagner, and not someone you can leave open in the court like that.
I'm going to sound like that long play record now. It literally, the German level is where it was in the first half. Their defense is sharp. They get out. They gave up the two. They're gone again. It's becoming a real sort of trend of game. We've only seen 2 games, but the teams that get out and run are being really productive based around playing great defense.
Well, Tice thought he was hit first as Vukovic.
Yeah, he had that hand in the back, and the official's going to go, you got the hand, it's just...
Right, it's the open hand.
Yeah, easy call for the official. And Vukovic, like everything...
he sold it.
Yeah. But Vukovic has got to get that call, because if he's not going to get that call, no one's going to get that call. Behind, it doesn't matter. Some referees will say, oh, he wasn't really pushing him that hard. There is no way the official can tell how hard. And like Daniel Theis is a strong guy. I mean, it's like, it doesn't have to be, pushing hard, really looking like he's pushing hard. So no one teaches defense where you put your hand in the back. Therefore, the official, you're not supposed to do it. So call it. Otherwise, the big man gets too much contact. Dangerous time here for Montenegro. This double-digit lead. They've got to stop the bleeding a little bit.
Not doing it at the free throw line is Nikola Schroeder.
Just goes. He's gone.
Help side didn't even notice he was underneath the basket. Drobniak, great game he is having. He goes inside to Vucevic, and I think that is going to be a foul. And in my opinion, that's an easy call.
Yeah. Well, Germany have now worked out how to guard the pick and roll. They're gonna foul him as much as, and really make it hard for him and put it down to the official to call it, because they've done it the last 3 times and trying to take him out of that, and they've still, well, last 2 times, they've still got the 2 fouls to give.
Go inside straight away, and that shot is no good. Missed opportunity to cut into the lead. Oops, he's made 2 this quarter. Make that 3, folks, as he is heating up, and Schroeder loves it.
They like bunches, don't they? They come in bunches. You wait the whole first half, and all of a sudden you can't miss.
Vukovic draws the double team, and pass does not find. It was intended for Simonovic, and that's where the help came from. So they are sending a double team.
No, that's it, catching it in the low post. They really do send the opposite high guy, because it's normally a big.
Right.
And then the guy on the weak side has 2 to guard, and that was perfect execution. They waited for the second dribble, and as soon as he let go for the second dribble, the guy was gone, and that means Schroeder stays on the 1 pass away guy, so there's no easy kick out. But he hasn't posted up down there. He's normally just gone down the middle, so it's interesting. It was good to see the way they executed it.
Almond gets it. And nice looking release coming off of the screen. And no hesitation, and they desperately needed that. It's still a 13-point lead, some fancy ball handling by Schroeder. And a rebounding foul, though.
I think Simonovic has got on the wrong side. He didn't box out, and then he just hung around.
Oh, yeah.
You mentioned it previously. The work is done before the foul. It's the getting position, and it's a clinic for watching big guys rebound. What we've seen already in 2 games.
Oops, no good. Tiemann comes up with the offensive rebound, though. Schroeder, and that one rolls in as getting a little heated as the referees. You know what? This game has kind of been heated since the beginning, to be honest.
Yeah.
As there you see one of the veterans, Boutman, getting his team, calming them down. Let's see here. So this shot bounces in. Okay. So again, Simonovic a little late on the box out. And I think Tiemann was just a little bit upset. Oh, it's the push afterwards. Unnecessary,
Wow.
and I think the referees can review this, right?
Yeah, they should.
For me, it'll be a technical away from the ball. It was unnecessary contact.
Oh, it's definitely on that. Yeah, they do have to look at it. This will be an interesting listen. I think we know the outcome, but there's part of me that says they could eject him for it, but I don't think they will.
So we are going to review possible act of violence after the foul call. This is. Go back, please. Show me. This is the foul that I call in the rebound, holding from number 9 White. Go. No, don't change the angle.
And give us with normal speed, please.
Yeah, normal speed, the same angle. Normal speed, the same angle. Go back, please. Go back, normal speed, the same angle. This is the foul that I call, and then they stay holding both together, and then go normal speed, please. So after the holding, he pushed off the player. So for me, this is not basketball action, should be an spot foul. What did you see from number?
The same, but after the call, this is additional reaction, and we cannot leave it without penalty.
So we have defensive foul, number White, 9, and then an spot foul, White, 9, 4 free throws for 32 black and possession. Thank you.
Well, you heard it, folks. Mark, do you want to explain it?
Well, they called the foul on 9.
Yes,
right?
which I think was a foul.
Definitely a foul.
And
he's calling it an unsportsmanlike foul because it was a non-basketball action for the push afterwards, where they logged and he pushed him off. So now you get the 2 fouls because it's a team foul. So like the first 2, it would be a 2-shot foul for that. Then there's the 2 shots for the unsportsmanlike and possession for the unsportsmanlike. So at the end of this, it could be a 7-point
run. Yeah. So 4 free throws. And Simonovic obviously going to the bench. I mean, just let's take out the technical, the unsportsmanlike, act of violence foul. He had 2 consecutive box out fouls because he didn't do the work early enough, and you were just talking about that, and the exact same thing happened.
And it's when he first came in, Simonovic is a super basketball player, but his athleticism sometimes is an issue. So because he didn't try and box out, he went against better athletes on both occasions who just were quicker than him. So it became he didn't do the right thing, so it became a foot speed situation. Therefore, he fouled on both occasions. And then he did the unsportsmanlike. And it's just, if he'd have boxed out on the first one and the second one, we'd have been looking at a completely different basketball game, let alone what we're going to be looking at in a moment. Where the game is getting to the point where Montenegro will sit Vucic because they don't need to play him now for the rest of the game because they're not going to come back from 20 plus, or unlikely to come back from 20 plus. And Germany probably aren't going to be involved in a tie with anybody. Well, definitely not with Montenegro. So a massive loss is not going to hurt them. And coach will start playing tournament basketball.
So you think some people are going to go to the bench?
Well, unless they get a run in these last 4 minutes, I think.
Yeah, I agree with you, I mean, it's what you have to do. You have to think about the future and the upcoming games because those games are going to come up very quickly. Bonga is left open. That shot no good, and this time a box out as Allman is able to come up with the defensive rebound for Montenegro.
I mean, to counter it though, it's quite mentally difficult for players to accept that scenario because they don't want to get beat by 30, 40 points.
And they're competitive, right? They always think they can win and come back.
Absolutely, and you know how quickly things can change. This Montenegrin team has people who can shoot the three, so
they can score quickly if they need to, right?
But they need stops.
That's a turnover as Germany came up with a stop. Obst has got hot here.
4 threes in the
quarter.
4
threes in the quarter, and we still have 3 minutes and 15 seconds. He is not done, folks.
You know the great thing is that they know he's hot. They're finding him.
Yeah.
There's no debate. What Montenegro haven't done is stopped him catching the ball, or even attempted to.
Well, you said Montenegro can also shoot threes, and that one rolls in and out, and now Schroeder finds De Silva. De Silva penetrates. Little layup is no good, and Allman gets the rebound. He's going to use a screen. And just a pulling foul is going to go against Tiemann, I believe it is, trying to defend.
They've only committed 3 fouls in this quarter, Germany. And all of them are
against him, right? Yeah.
Everything on Vucic under. That's all they've done. They've been very, very good on the perimeter. Their quickness has been excellent. But their decision there is that we're not going to let Vucic get going. They're just going to, until they can't foul because we're in team fouls, they'll keep going after it.
Well, quick inbounds play and showing his outside shooting ability.
Such a good basketball player.
And left open is Tiemann, but that shot no good. So you talked about a little bit of a run. They could go on a little bit of a run to end this third quarter. Get it within low double digits. And it would be a big momentum push for Montenegro as Allman's shot front rim. So Low now running the break, gets it to Wagner. Wagner, you said one of the best at attacking the basket. That time, his layup rolled in and out though.
Substitution, Team Montenegro in number 19, Zoran Nikolic, and number 7, Andreas Slavkovic.
Alman's going to sit, which I think is they're going to have to sit him at some point because he's not going to be able to go the whole second half. But yeah, they have to get, if they can get this to what they're down 19, they get it to 15 points by the end of the quarter, then they may stay with it. But
yeah.
But they keep turning it over again. They're looking a tired team at this point. The coach has been forced to take the timeout with 1:35 to go, which he won't want to do. But the only other thing you have to take into account, though, obviously, is, yeah, they've had preparation, but it's nothing like being in an actual game. So he could look at the fourth quarter as, how do I get the most out of this for going forward for the next game? Because they were very open in the press conference about, look, we're playing Germany. Let's see what he's got to say now.
Pik na topu, iskoči ti sa Zokvinom skakaj, okej? Šou sa Zokvinom. Idemo tamo postavi konstruti. Do kraja. Ajmo stigra.
Igramo I dalje, bolje da izgubimo 10 nego 20. I zbog nas I svega radimo. Nama je bitno na kraju, ne sad.
Well, that's the leadership that you expect from your captain, your best player, as you saw him basically take over the timeout at the end there for Montenegro. And you said it, I mean, couple turnovers, you saw the scoring output. They've only scored 11 in this quarter compared to 20 in the first, 23 in the second. Germany has just exploded offensively in this quarter, 29 points. A lot of that has to do with Andreas Obst.
Oh, yeah.
He's now 5 of 6 from three-point range. 4 of those coming in the third quarter alone. Drobniak, deep three-point shot is no good. So a good defensive possession as Montenegro not able to get into what they wanted to do. Low gives it up. Bonga now. Nice patience here by Germany and good ball movement. Wagner, you said he can shoot. Well, not that time. Typically known more as a driver.
He's one of those, I think he's a scorer. You know those guys who can just score. He can shoot the ball, but it's not like, oh, he's a shooter. He really does want to just get to the ring if he can. He's got great ways to finish.
And that time he wanted the foul call, but it doesn't matter as he gets all the way to the basket. You said he knows how to score.
He just manufactured an angle somehow. See, the issue for Montenegro, as the officials are a bit worried about the clock, is they play Lithuania's second game. So they play the two highest ranked teams in the competition back to back. And they've said, well, that means if we lose those two, we've got to win 2 of the next 3. So they're already looking to plan they're planning out the tournament. They've definitely got a team that could win 2 games. It's just you have to go through the process, and they're going to get chased off the floor in the Lithuania game. I mean, they're really going to get pressurized off the floor.
Right.
And Valanciunas is going to be going up against Vucic. So that's a tough day at the office for the pair of them. So it is tournament basketball. Because all they need to do is get to the last 16, then it's one-off games.
Yep.
So it's
and anything can happen, right, when it's
Absolutely.
one-off, yeah.
Oh, they've got guys who can light it up, so that, you know, it's not expected, but like they've got a way of winning, and they've got a superstar.
Drobniak gives it up to Jovanovic. Jovanovic penetration, a little bit of a hang time, not able to score, but he does draw the foul. So he's going to go to the free throw line, and Montenegro have not scored in a while. They have not scored easily this quarter at all, as they are only their 7th and 8th trip to the free throw line. They're 3 of 6, 50%, compared to 12 of 17 for Germany. And they've also gone cold from three-point range as well.
And that's the impact. One of the impacts of that is, I know he missed the last one he took, but Samovic sitting on the bench because of the fouls. He's another player who's a scorer for them.
He had 3 fouls in the span of about 25 seconds.
Absolutely. And it's easy to say what Samovic can't do, but what he can do is shoot the basketball. And he's a really high IQ player. He's not going to help the team sitting on the bench. You know, that's the only place he can't help the team from.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if he checks back into the game in the fourth quarter. He does have those 3 fouls. He only has 3 fouls, which all came
in that
in a flurry.
Yeah, yeah.
In a flurry.
2 possessions back to back. Yeah.
De Silva gets all the way to the basket. Little hesitation before that one goes up. One last shot attempt for Montenegro. It's good if it goes. And that hits the back rim. So a big, big third quarter for Germany, as they are now comfortably ahead of Montenegro, 55-79 after 30 minutes of game.
Guys, now it's your time. If you're on the screen, feel free to play.
That's all about defense for me. That's all about keeping Montenegro to a really manageable number. And it starts and stops at how they played the defense. They're still, the percentages wise, they turned it over a few more times in that quarter. Germany's percentages on the three-point line. It was so bad in the first half that even though Ops went like 4 threes in that quarter, it's still only 32%. He single-handedly has dragged their three-point percentage up to a reasonable number.
Well, second chance points though, 22 for Germany compared to just 3 for Montenegro. And
they just don't have the horses, do they?
Yeah.
They just don't have the horses. They got Vucic and no one else is going to the inside to make things happen. And when they got right back in the game, it's because Germany stepped off defensively. They don't have the animals to deal with the real athleticism or the pressure they get put under consistently enough. Now, is that going to be a factor against Sweden or Great Britain or even Finland? Because Finland won't put that physicality against them either. And that's what coach is looking at. You know, success for them will be get into a last 16 game, one-off game, try and come up with a win, and take it game by game. But if he's not going to play Vucic now because of the situation, he's got to get Simonovic back in the game. And he's got to find out, he's got to say to his other guys, look, this is what we're doing. Give me some options for later in the tournament by really coming here and doing a job. Just do what you need to do.
I mean, I would be surprised. Maybe Nikola Vucevic will check back in for a couple more minutes. A little bit of a stretch, see if they can do anything. But Simonovic, on the other hand, I mean, he's played 18 minutes. He's younger. I think he can come in and give them a few more minutes.
He's got to come back. He's almost got to come back to play hard for the rest of the game because of that 25 seconds of madness. Unless coach doesn't want to put him in to make the point to him, but I don't think that's going to be the case.
Wagner turns it over, and now probably the easiest basket they have had all second half for Montenegro is Hadzibegovic coming up with the steal and then an easy two-point bucket. So they needed that desperately as De Silva's shot off the mark. And another opportunity for Montenegro now to chip in to this lead of Germany. And almost stripped and make that 4 points in a row for Hadzibegovic and Montenegro now to start this quarter as Wagner can't score. You said he just knows how to score around the rim.
Well, again, he's not blown past them, has he? He's Euro-stepped again to get a better angle. He's very long. He covers a lot of space on the step. But you would fancy your chances guarding. You don't like. It's not like you're guarding Schroeder in terms of he's going to go whoosh, he's gone. But he is so under control, has so many different ways to create angles around the ring. And he shoots the ball well enough to keep you honest.
Yeah, and I was going to say, he shoots the ball well enough so you can't get too far off him. And then if you do get too far off him, you give him that Euro step opportunity because you keep retracting when he attacks you.
I mean, the only people who can really challenge the shot is the help side who have to come. But he's so under control, he will give it up then.
He has the first 2 points in this quarter for Germany as Allman draws the foul. And Tice, it's going to be his third foul. Allman gets all the way to the basket. That was a tough make.
Created a great angle, turned the corner. Took a bit of Theis with him. He tried to challenge the shot. Impressed with the way Allman has played.
Bonga with the response. He is not able to throw it down, but he will go to the free throw line. I think Bonga playing in his first EuroBasket. He was there at the World Cup when they won. Played at the Olympics.
Did he play Did he play in Germany? I thought he was on the team in Germany. We can check.
Well, we're gonna have to check. And that pass knocked away. Bonga now up to low. Bronze with the throwdown. And just the speed of Germany, especially after they come up with steals. It's going to be exciting to watch Lithuania against Germany with how quickly they can get out and run the fast break.
You know, it's one of those like situations where which team is going to stay with their way of playing and believe in it longer.
Right.
Because I don't think Lithuania have another way. I think Germany have other ways. They can play a little slower. They can move the ball in a different way. But Lithuania is just going to have to guard Germany off the floor. I don't know if they've got enough to guard Schroeder off the floor. Yeah, I don't mean literally, but, you know, they're going to have to guard them to take them out of what they want to run.
Yeah.
I mean, in theory, you could say the one thing they don't have, Germany, is an out-and-out big.
2 points.
Yeah.
So,
but
you know,
do they?
You know, can they stop Valanciunas? Can he be a factor in that game? Would that be the thing that they build it around? It's a dilemma. I think it's a great game for both teams at this stage of a EuroBasket. That they can have a look at where they are. They're both probably going to qualify.
Allman trying to draw the foul. Oh, and the referee called a shooting foul, and that's going to be the 4th personal foul, I think, going against Tice. So Allman definitely sold that one. Tice trying to prove his case to the referee, saying, I was just standing. We'll take a look here. Well, he did jump.
And no, he went,
it's because he left his feet, right?
And he went forward.
Yeah.
But he landed in a space. And Allman did exactly the right thing. He didn't dive forward so it looked stupid as such. He tried to go up, making sure he got hit, but again, for those younger people, don't leave the floor. In that situation, just don't leave the floor.
Well, Daniel Tice checking out of the game here with 4 fouls. And Thiemann coming in for him, but Thiemann also has 4 fouls.
Yep.
Johannes Thiemann for Germany. So you mentioned it, they don't have a big man.
No.
And we're actually kind of seeing that now.
Yeah, and it's like
you could move Bonga to the 5 if you had to.
Well,
not as physical.
That Whiteman can play there. They've got a big on the bench that's an out-and-out 5, but he doesn't play a lot. And it's like, has it hurt them so far? It hasn't hurt them so far in the last few years. They've managed to, and because of Schroeder, they can create space, and it's an interesting dilemma for them. I'm just thinking of the way Lithuania play, where they leave Valanciunas in there and say, guard him and stop him diving.
Right.
But they've dealt with it with Vucevic. It's a similar. In fact, Vucevic is a more skilled big.
Well, he does have 16 points,
yeah.
but they have dealt with it, is what you're saying.
Yeah. And it's because he has to have 25 for him to be in the game, doesn't he, really?
Right.
Samovic is so important for Montenegro because he does give them that different ways of scoring. He just had the mist must have come down for 20 seconds.
De Silva gets it back to Low now. Gets it back. Switching defense here by Montenegro is taking away shot opportunities, and that was well defended, but even better offense as Low knocks that 3-point shot down.
100%.
Yeah. Thought they didn't have anything, and then good players come up with a way to score, right?
Just got enough separation. Vucic couldn't have done any more. If he'd have gone any closer, he'd have gone past him. It's a foul on the show. Why? Why would you want to? You've got him at the halfway line. You don't need that physicality right there.
That one's going to go against Oscar De Silva. Playing. He might be playing in his first EuroBasket as well. He was on that team, played very limited minutes last year at the World Cup.
Yeah.
At the Olympics.
I think I don't think he was in the last EuroBasket.
I don't think he was, no. And his brother also, Tristan De Silva, number 5, playing at his first EuroBasket. And it's going to stay white ball.
I think there's enough things to like the way that Karl Allman has played here that really bodes well for the rest of the tournament for Montenegro.
Yeah.
I think that...
and also this man, well, there we see someone going to the bench. I think it might have been Bonga. Or, someone going to the locker room, hobbling a little bit for Germany. And I believe it was Bonga.
Wow.
So hopefully nothing serious. As that ball's kicked, so it's going to stay. this side of the court.
Here at the Deck Arena for this game between Germany and Montenegro is.
I think Germany have ways defensively to construct their defense to make Valanciunas pass it out of the post. I don't think that's I think they've got ways to deal with it. I'm not sure without the inside player that Lithuania are going to have to worry about helping enough. They'll play one-on-one like they did earlier on, and they'll just really pressurize Germany into situations. That's their hope anyway. They'll pressurize them into situations where they don't have advantages. And it's going to be a good one. I know we're looking forward when we're in a situation here where it's a 26-point game, but
yeah, 64-90. It was a 4-point game at halftime, but a big third quarter by Germany. And well, they started this quarter slow, but they have found their rhythm. They outscored Montenegro 12-33 in that third quarter. That just blew open the lead that we see here now. And for me, it was their intensity defensively that picked up, and it got them those easy, quick baskets, which is the way that they wanted to play. Montenegro controlled the tempo in the first half. Germany controlled the tempo in the second half.
Yeah, the level of their defense, just as it was at the beginning of the game. Then offensively, they were just quicker down the floor, and they got their game going, and they allowed Montenegro in that second quarter to set that slow pick and roll action, and they got a lot of success off it. Anyone watching this game now, that's going to play Montenegro is going to have to learn from that scenario. You've got to try and play at a tempo that really puts Montenegro not in the places they want to be. You can see, obviously, Lithuania will do that to them. You can see Finland, and you can see Sweden with their defensive effort and their depth. And Great Britain have to play quick against them. Their problem will be trying to rotate into Vucevic because they've got no one to guard it.
Well, Germany, after that foul, have a new shot clock, but coming up with a steal. And Simonovic now running the break. And I was going to say he was stripped, but no, the referee says he was fouled. And he's going to go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Oh, yeah.
Like Simonovic was drafted in the second round, and you can see why he didn't go to the NBA, though, or why he's not been able. He's played about 26 games in the NBA, but athletically he's going to get exposed, isn't he? In Europe, in the game here, he's got a game that really suits the way Montenegro play.
Yeah.
But the fact that people drafted him and the fact that people looked at him in the NBA games, he knows how to score. It's just defensively, as we saw, he's going to have a problem. It's like a textbook, shot-wise, it's all straight line. He's got great extension.
Seaman, his three-point shot is good. So I think they made 3 3-pointers in the first half. They have 9 here, so 6 in the second alone.
And Lowe's who struggled a little bit in the first half, didn't really have an impact, has been superb in this fourth quarter.
And, well, good thing for Germany, too, is Schroeder's been on the bench a long time now. He won't come back. As getting all the way to the basket is Oscar Da Silva.
Yeah, Schroeder's iced up.
Oh yeah, he is not coming back. I'm not sure if we'll see Tice, maybe. Like I mentioned, it looked like Bongo was heading back to the locker room, so hopefully that's nothing serious.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's coming off that, Jim, but the Voigtman's not coming off. Back in. But they'll bring in Klatz, for example. They'll bring in the 2'11" center, Leon Klatz. And Klatz, they've got to find a body that they can throw into a game that can literally just be the big man for whatever number of possessions. So at the moment, Kratz is the guy on the bench. He's already 28, but he's been around enough that he knows how to do the role. So at some point in this EuroBasket, if they go deep, which they look like they're going to, they're going to need a body somewhere.
Yeah, and like you said, it's a lot of games in a short amount of time. And the good news is, I mean, now Germany, they have with Kratz, right, checking into the game. Everyone will have played. They went to their bench early in the game. It wasn't as though, you know, in the first quarter, 9-10 players had already played for Germany, but this kind of a tournament can be really taxing. So if you're Germany, you have this lead, you can rest some people, which is an advantage. And then same when you are down, you can also go ahead and rest some people, though does not seem like that's what they're wanting to do. As Franz Wagner there, 22 points, 8 rebounds, 8 of 15 shooting in today's game.
And that's he's got to go in and put shots up. That's what he does, and he normally does it as well as he's done today. His numbers are always good, and he gives the team a spark.
Vukovic, nice little spin move. And again, not many people who can really defend that.
When he gets that deep, it's about him missing it as opposed to you stopping it. But I'm a little surprised he's in the game, to be fair now, with 3:15 to go. He's in the game because he's decided to be.
And that is definitely going to be an unsportsmanlike foul. As I don't know, it was just frustration. He's apologizing right. Necessary physical sometimes, but Vukovic not at all.
So there's still an unsportsmanlike foul, even though before the unsportsmanlike foul, there was an offensive foul called, which is understandable in some ways, unless, well, anyway, it's a complicated one.
Well, a couple fouls on that last possession leads to 2 free throws and the ball for Germany as Holutz. His shot no good. Simonovic with the defensive rebound. Go inside. Nikola. Simonovic. Quiet game, but you said he can score.
They just can't, maybe they can't do it enough. There's the low post up, and they're not supposed to help off the shooter. They seriously are supposed to stay, and the help's supposed to come from the high opposite elbow. But he strokes the 3. He really does stroke the ball.
Well, who's going to be the player to score the triple digits? As tries to go inside. I think Lowe might have been open, and Kratzer not able to hold on to the ball. That shot no good. Fight for the rebound, and I wouldn't be surprised. I'm actually surprised that Nikola Vukovic is still in the game. Maybe he wanted to play.
Well, as I was saying, I think the decision for him to be in the game is his now, because there's no reason that he's in the game apart from he says I need to play or I want to play.
Yeah.
For whatever his reasoning, because I can't believe coach says you got to stay. If he's like he wanted to come out or.
Well, he doesn't have that 10th rebound yet.
Well, that's...
He does have 18 points, 5 assists, and that's a turnover. So Holats with an easy 2-point dunk.
Holats has some hops.
Yeah, he does. I was not expecting that. Thought he was going to lay it in.
He's only 191. He has some hops.
The springs in those legs.
Simonovic is not a one-handed backdoor passer.
And Lowe had all the time in the world to knock down that shot. Simonovic is going to go back to the bench.
Simonovic could be so important for this team. He shoots the ball so well. His IQ's pretty high. And there's a lineup they could put on the floor that's a difficult ask to guard, especially with Alman at the point. He's just got to get out there and get it done.
Vukovic gets all the way to the key, and but not getting back on defense as De Silva, an easy 2-point bucket for him. 106-73. Germany, an explosive second half.
Yeah, impressive.
Yeah. Vukovic, another assist to his name if they can make it. Can't, but gonna go to the free throw line. And nice cut there by Jovanovic. His man is the one who went to help. And Jovanovic is a shooter. He could have stayed in the corner, to be honest.
I like the way Montenegro can play. They just can't play it for long enough, can they? They can't deal with extreme pressure either. That's clear at the beginning of the game, clear in that third quarter. It was very, very difficult for him to get into anything. But you know, when you're the world champion, you're supposed to be able to do this. You're supposed to be, you've got guys who can come out and go 4 threes in a row, because that's, Ops can do that.
That's what good teams do.
Yeah.
And they are one of the best in the world. Ranked one of the top teams in the world.
And you know, people go on about like the FIBA, at the moment they totally reflect that, you know, who's good and who's not good. And there's some great teams at this EuroBasket.
Low. That shot off the front of the rim as well. Vukovic has his double-double now. I guess he's just going to stay in, though. He does look tired.
Hey, I rebounded. I'm entitled to shoot it. He is an absolutely out-of-the-top draw player. I think the schedule's pretty good now. We get a day off, then you only play one back-to-back series of games.
And that is going to be the game, folks. So I said it, huge third quarter, big second half for Germany, propelled them to a big win over Montenegro. Don't forget, it was a 4-point game at half, as Nikola there with the double-double, 23 points and 10 rebounds. As all respect for these two temes playing against each other. Montenegro falling to Germany on game day 1, 76-106 here in Finland.
You guys were awesome. You made a lot of noise. You played the drums. You played the bongos. You did everything really great. And I hope to see you soon. Remember that tonight's game is Sweden.
Well, these numbers are going to look impressive for Germany, especially when you take into account where they were at halftime from the three-point line. They made 1 3-pointer or 2 3-pointers. 12 3-pointers, 10 in the second half. Shot the ball really well. Rebounded pretty well. Rebounded, won that battle. 21 assists. Everybody loves it when you're in a team where everyone's sharing the basketball.
21 assists and only 8 turnovers, as you see their top scorers. Wagner, 22 points. Schroeder, 21 points.
Minimal minutes for Schroeder.
Very minimal minutes. He was on the bench a lot there. I don't think he played in the fourth quarter.
No.
And he ends up playing just 23 minutes. He had 21 points and 4 assists as well. That's one of his lower assist outputs, actually.
No, and and I think we talked about this a little bit before the game. You like the team of Germany. There's all the parts. They have a few like real highlight players. They have people who do certain things really well. But the team just gels, just fits perfectly, has options. Apart from that little question about what do they do when they're playing against a team with real size on the inside and have got quality in the backcourt, it's going to be tough.
Well, we'll find out when they play Lithuania, but today it was all Germany on game day one as they prove why they are one of, in my opinion, top teams in the world. Missed out on getting a medal last year at the Olympics. They are the 2023 World Cup, FIBA World Cup champions as we get to watch some highlights, and it's going to be a lot of German highlights as they scored 60 points in the second.
And it's the tempo. Well, I know we are literally banging on about tempo and pace in every game. So 2 games and it's been a big deal. Their pace when they run, and their defense is good, is exceptional. If you don't get back, they score quickly, and there you go, 60-odd points in a second half against a good team with good size, so your percentages have to be good.
Yeah. Deep
On the bench, like once Kratzer got in the fourth quarter, everyone had played. Genuine quality. And then you start looking at, you know, how are they playing at the moment where they're playing very well? How are they dealing with Coach Mumbrou being ill? They're dealing with it.
Right.
And it's, in fact,
we didn't even have to talk about that because they were so good and prepared, and they did have a big, you know, they had a good training camp. They played a lot of preparation games leading up to this tournament, this EuroBasket.
And in some ways, it's part of being like a head coach of this sort of program that this is supposed to be able to cope without you. Because you're putting things on the floor, you've got great assistant coaches.
I mean, that's what you want. That's what the best teams can do too, right? They don't need to rely on their coaches. As all smiles there from Dennis Schroeder as he likes what he sees from his teammates, and well, they should be smiling because they easily figured out what to do and changes to make in the second half. And that is game day one, Group B standings. Germany and Lithuania at 1-0. Great Britain and Montenegro fall to 0-1. But tonight we have Sweden taking on Finland at 8:30 in a couple hours coming up. It is going to be a packed house, guys. It is going to be exciting. I think it's going to be one of the games of the day. And we will be back in a couple hours for that game. But thank you very much for tuning in. Germany with a big win over Montenegro. And that is it for now.